Alright, so again, Trevor here, he is taking his rocks and trying to put them as far to the corners as possible. He's trying to create room for those sloops. I think there was about 8 rounds last game, and I think 7 rounds he did a sloop. So he loves doing that 3-bank turn and around move.
I was under the impression that slooping is not easy, but apparently it is.
It's stress-free.
If you've got Kanan with you,
Yep.
slooping's easy.
Alright, so Michael Deegan here. We introduced you earlier, but for those of you that weren't here, he made top 16 at the Glendale Regional, going 6-0, and then top 8 last year's Southern California Regional, and the year before top 16. And then today you're commentating with me
Because I suck today.
So see how this goes. The mat we're commentating on is the Rivco Champion mat, something that Michael Deegan hasn't won.
No, I have not won the Rivco.
You dropped. Give a shout out to one of the people who beat you.
Alright, so he sets up in the middle of the board. Sets up in the middle of the board with Ezra and Lowick. And then he's taking Poe and putting him on the far right. It's kind of interesting here. Trevor did a similar setup earlier, but he was more closer to the board edge. I wonder if he's going to try to make more use of that trick shot TLT on Jan. Again, Jan only had 1 shot before she was taken down last game. Both players are 3-0, so this is the 4th round. So they're about to begin. Both Ezra and Lowick do the Rebel 1 straight.
It's a victory.
Fix that.
Jan doing a 4 straight, which is so fast it stresses her out because the Hawk needs a new dial.
Did you go the 4 straight with Jan Ors again?
Uh-huh.
That's exactly the same move he did last game.
He's eager to get in the fight.
So Poe goes straight towards that debris. He doesn't have BB-8. It's kind of interesting there. Wonder why. Alright, in chat, say a 1 if you think Dominic's going to win. Type in 2 if you think Trevor's going to win.
Or type a 3 if you think FFG wins.
FFG wins because there's no go spend on the table.
Now, I played Dominic. He knocked me out of the top 8 at the SoCal Regionals last year. So I'm going to have to give him my vote. He was flying Ray. So he's familiar with her shenanigans. And he also had, I want to say Nora?
Yeah, he had Nora.
Nora. Just flew circles around my I wanted to say Racklow, but Kyla wasn't a part of things at the time. Rack Inquisitor.
Yeah, it looks like chat thinks Dominic's going to win. They think the Tactician, the R3A2 is going to counter Expertise Ray pretty easily.
No, Mega Silver's right. FFG wins. Sorry, Mega, you don't win anything for that, though.
Oh, Mega, Gordon says hi.
Now, Dominic did pick up the pace with Ezra and Lorik. Maybe he's looking to get a snapshot off on one of these guys.
Does the 3 straight. They'll probably use Kanan to remove that stress. He does.
Yep.
This Kanan works on friendly ships range 1 to 2, not just itself. Let's talk about that, Trevor.
Oh boy.
So snapshot does go off.
Oh dear. That is certainly going to put a crimp in Ray's style.
Now, if he didn't use Kanan for the Hawk style, I wonder if he could Kanan after the snapshot. Be interesting. Chat, let me know how that works.
I believe the interaction is that the stress from the snapshot itself happens after the maneuver completes, but before he's able to take an action. So he would be stressed and unable to take an action.
Even with Kanan.
And Kanan's opportunity would have passed.
Oh, it says it's based on initiative. That's a cool interaction. So range 3 from Poe.
Nada.
And Poe didn't take a shield damage, it looked like.
Nada is the worst variation of natties.
So shoots with Jan first. It's not going to spend the focus. Spends the focus this time for 2. Ezra is stressed, gets his free focus change. And gets out. And Jan ups Ray's attack dice by 1, so he has Finn. And then he's rolling 4 dice plus range 1. 2 free rerolls. Expertise for 5 hits.
Not if he's stressed.
Oh, he's stressed, yeah, so 2 hits. Correct. Good call. Free focus change and then lower evade, if he remembers. He takes 1. All that dice, he takes 1 damage. Alright, so Ezra stresses him with R3A2, spends his focus for 3. Rolls a focus, Finn.
Takes it all.
Takes it all, so 3 hits off of Ray. So Ray's down to 2 shields. Lorik's gonna roll. Nothing. He does have expertise.
For 2.
And then Biston. Biston's dirty.
Biston's dirty. And Ray should take another stress from that tactician if they remembered it.
So it takes two hits. And tactician is a must. It's not a may, so he tells him now Ray has 3 stress. Not going to clear that stress anytime soon.
Yeah.
And so with the Falcon title, he can't turn around because it only happens when you're not stressed. So all the times he slooped like last game, it's not going to happen this game. I think Poe's just going to do a one bank, take it easy. I really like the Ezra with Hera crew, where you can do the one hards.
The K-turns even, yeah.
Yeah. Tactician's good too. That's what when I first opened up the sheet that was my first build. It all fits together quite nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Get them at range 2, get them at range 1. Still get them at range 3 with R3A2. Yeah, with Kanan, if you have 1 stress, you clear it with Kanan, then you get the stress back. With 3 stress on there, you can't do the combo.
Oh.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
I'm not beating my child. You don't come with your parent and just and I apologize to him.
Ezra's doing the hard 2. No action, of course, since he's stressed. Lord's going to do a 1 straight, hoping for a block. And then take a rage 1 shot at Ray.
I got really mad because a girl told me that
So it looks like he's probably going to clear this maneuver. He still does the 3 bank.
because apparently that's what that means. If you're right, you're left. No, I would say, so you're saying...
So you're going to trigger that snapshot there? That's the question.
Yeah.
No, when they say bilingual instead of both, they need to speak Spanish. Yeah. If you say I speak French, I speak Italian, oh, that's not bilingual. And I'm like, why?
Just going to block Poe, you think?
Yeah, I believe it probably blocks Poe, unless Poe did a 1 straight. I don't think he has arc with Ezra.
Looks like no, but we are at an odd angle. Doesn't look like they're trying it though.
Move it on, so must not be.
Speaking of bumping.
So Ray has 2 stress tokens because she did take 1 off with Kanan.
Mega, that's not a kid. That's somebody who's 0-3 and they just can't stop crying about it.
So 1 bank with Poe. Poe doesn't care too much as long as he's not taking that shot from Ray. He already has his focus. And he has auto thrusters activated. So hit crit from Poe. Double blanks from Jan. So he takes a shield and a crit. Let's see if he needs a Chewbacca. Looks like damage engine. Okay, Chewbacca's it.
Chewie says no thank you.
So she's back to full health.
Yep, that seems about right. What are you doing?
Takes a damage card, then regens a shield, so she's back, and the Chewbacca's used.
How do I do that? Just
Oh, go.
Yeah, we're not going to walk.
alright. Looks like Ray's about to shoot.
Range 1 shot from Jan onto Lorik. Reinforce.
Ladies and gentlemen, the rare Hawk primary.
Alright, so Jan ups Ray. 4 dice, range 1 plus the extra die from Jan. So hit, crit. Lorick rolls 0, so Lorick takes 3 shields. I'm surprised he shot at Lorick.
Well, if Lorick was reinforced front, he might have just saw it as like an opportunistic type thing.
Yeah.
I can attest that people in this tournament love shooting Wookiees where they're not reinforced.
Yeah. So expertise and Biston onto Jan.
Dirty Biston.
Yeah, dirty Biston.
And Jan
goes down. So this time Jan lasted 2 rounds instead of 1. So we'll see if he can pull it out with Ray again this time, but it's not looking good. Ray's taken all her shields, Poe's full, Lorick has 6 full, and then Ezra only lost his 1 shield. And he's still double stressed with Ray, so he can't sloop.
So you figure if Ray tries to go as fast forward as she can, Strezra will probably catch her and keep slapping that last stress on her. Mm-hmm. Maybe if she does a 2 to the board's left, maybe he can't turn that hard. No, he can turn that hard. I don't see how
he only does
get out of it. Oh, he only does one bank.
So if he does only 1 bank and then Ray hard turns away, takes rid of 1 stress, can do the sloop the next turn, but his expertise is still going to be off.
Strezra is an odd thing to come at, trying to figure out the right angle for. What is that?
Doing a 3 straight. So Ezra is still going to catch her. So at the end of this turn, she'll be at 2 stress again. Poe, I think, is going to do a Talon roll. Yep. And they're all going to be back in formation.
Fresh as daisies. Son of Chuck Norris. Both of these are 3-0 players. This is top table, right?
Yep, top table.
Very good job, fine.
So he's popping countermeasures this turn. Trying to give Ray some extra health here. Range 2 from Poe onto Ray. 6 rounds today. Top 16 cut tomorrow. Hit crit from Poe. Double evades from Ray.
She needed that.
Range 2 on the Ezra.
Which means 2 more stress.
Because Tactician and R32. So hit, crit. Who needs actions when you just roll natties?
Just roll natties.
And then lower evade and then out. No damage. So 1 stress for R3A2. Tactician will go on at the end of the after firing here. So 2 hits, hit crit.
More evade.
Takes a crit. And the crit is
Thrust control fire.
Yep, thrust control fire, I think. Yeah, because he just flipped it down. So let's see if he remembers about tactician.
That's another stress, isn't it?
Yep, that's another
Man.
stress. Yep. So now he's at 4.
If he gets one more, he gets a token, though.
Yeah, true. So one of the goals of today is if your ship has 5 stress, you get one of these huge stress token markers that Alex Nobles from Recreative Studios,
Recreative Studios,
Recreative
right.
Studios, is handing out. So at least he needs to survive to get 5 stress on him at this point to try to get that token.
Right, he just needs the Ezra to shoot at him one more time. And then he's the true winner.
The true winner. Oh, the countermeasures is gone. And should I just mark off expertise at this point? Let's do that. I don't think he's ever going to use it again.
If Ray gets clear, we'll remember to re-enable that on that unlikely event.
Yeah, even if Ray can escape here, she's at half. She's never going to kill Poe. He's just got to try to kill Ezra at least, maybe try to kill Lo.
I think I found myself in this position. I'd probably think about, where I could go to get an early dinner. Lorik with the 3 bank and the reinforce.
Removes 1.
Ezra doesn't want to go too fast because
Trying to catch the tactician.
Ray could go off to either side.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to commit to a side and he doesn't want to get too close.
It does go away, R2.
Now is Kanan a must clear stress? Maybe he'll just keep it and see if he can score that token.
Kanan is a May.
Is a May, so he could be like, yeah.
He takes away the stress though. Maybe he forgot about the token.
Well, there's still 3. Okay.
Poe's gonna 1 bank. He's probably gonna. He still has arc. Looks like, so maybe target lock or a boost in for range 2.
He's gonna boost.
I would target lock because then you just K-turn next turn. Or maybe that 3 Talon roll fits just right. Alright, so Poe does have arc. Target lock. I would just spend the focus. Well, if you do the K turn next turn, yeah, maybe just Poe. Takes hit crit. Structural damage.
Maybe.
Well, no, if he only rolls 1 die here. 1 hit. 1 evade. So Ezra's still alive.
Surprise.
So he stresses Ray again. Up to 4. Maybe range 3. 2 dice, nothing.
He got nadas.
He did roll 2 greens. Let me go double check that crit.
And it looks like no shot from Lorik.
It is structural damage, so he should have only rolled 1 in that scenario versus Ezra. But Ezra didn't do any damage anyways, or did any hits. So hopefully they remember it next turn.
So does that count as cheating on stream if it really didn't affect anything?
We're a true stream.
We've got cheaters.
Yeah.
High five. Woo! We made it, Ma. We made it. So what are we thinking from Ray? 3 bank left?
3 bank left.
Right off the table?
Right off the table, yeah.
Early dinner?
Maybe. Probably just a hard one.
A 1, not a 2?
Maybe just try to get close. I don't think he quite cares too much. Maybe just try to get range 1, try to blow something up. Thank you, Death Revive 1991. So yeah, hard 2, which will put him at range 2 for Tactician and R3A2, so he's about to get 5.
I'm excited for him.
See if Poe does. This is a K turn here. Does a heart 2.
Trevor having to reach way across the table.
Alright, so Poe is going to get a range 1 shot. He's probably going to target lock because he can't boost at all and already has a focus. If he remembers to take an action, which he does. Four dice. Gonna target lock those blanks. Mathematically, I would just re-roll that focus because you're gonna roll another focus just like that. But he just did the blanks. Gets the 1 evade, takes a hit crit. And
Loose
weapons?
stabilizer.
Oh, loose stabilizer. Oh, that's really not that good. Well, it doesn't matter at this point. So down 2 more hit points. So range 3 from Lorik. Actually, no, he's measuring with Ray.
Hit crit? What did he shoot?
Ezra, because he just changed the focus. And then let's see if he can finish off Ray here with Lorik and Ezra.
He's gonna shoot Ezra first, get that token.
Nothing. And then Tactician. He's still rolling 1 green die. He shouldn't be. He has structural damage.
The rare Galloping Alex.
So range 3 from Lorik. Expertise. And Piston. Or no, just expertise. Takes hit crit. We'll see if direct hit. So structural damage didn't come in effect. That's good. So he gets the big token. So you guys can see it there on screen. All right, guys. We're about to interview Trevor. You just lost last match, but you won the round before, right?
Yeah.
You want to talk about your list and how it kind of works?
Yeah, so my list, I'm flying Death Ray. Death Ray is Ray with Expertise, Sloop Title, Finn, Kanan, Snuggling Compartment, Countermeasures, and Scav Crane, paired with Jan, who's the PS8 Hawk, with Vector Thrusters, TLT, Chewie, and Trickshot.
Nice.
And so the way my list is supposed to work is I fly as fast as I can toward the other list. I TLT with Jan to try to strip tokens, and then Jan uses her ability, which is she takes a stress to allow a friendly ship to roll an extra die. And Ray is, if she's at range 1, I'm rolling 6 dice with expertise, which obviously stress turns off. And the thing I ran into in that last game was, first mistake was running straight in with a 3-bank and taking that stress before I could focus or target lock. If I'd done a 2-bank, it would have been range 2, would have been a little easier.
Yeah.
And second mistake was my mind just went blank, and I targeted Lowrick. I mean, I got his shields off, but if I'd done that same roll against Ezra, it might have gone a little differently.
Yeah. Curious, who had initiative in that match?
I gave it to him. I always pass initiative because if we both get damaged cockpit, I want to move after. I don't want to be arc dodged. And because Jan has vectored thrusters, she has the ability to range control for her TLT. So if I can do that, if he's PS8 or we both get PS0, it's important to get that range control.
One of the viewers pointed out with Snapshot and R3A2 and Kanan, he can give you the stress since they're both after executing maneuvers, such as Kanan. If you had initiative, you would clear the stress, and then if he has initiative, you would clear the stress he put on them. So he would give you the stress, he would give you the stress first, and then your Kanan would clear it because it would come after.
After the snapshot? Oh, so I would have had expertise on that first.
If you saved, because you used it on Jan Ors that round, to clear the stress with Jan.
Oh, I did. So you're right, because I went 4 straight, 3 straight. So if I'd saved it, I could have
potentially
not gotten hosed. Yeah, that's all right.
So that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
The other thing I was wondering, last match in round 3. I was wondering how'd you choose to, or why'd you choose to shoot at quick draw that first round?
Ray can outjoust any ship in the game. Right. I will take Dengar range 1 every day. I will outjoust Dengar because I'm rolling 6 dice. The likelihood I get 4 hits is outrageous. The likelihood I get 5 or 6 is pretty good with her rerolls and expertise. Unless I get stressed. So quick draw, I know I can outjoust, and if I can strip her shields in 1 round of shooting, she's now just an SF that has fire control system, and that's fine. And luckily, that's how it went. Unluckily, I wasn't able to use Jan's ability because of the timing window. That's why I called D over, because I was wondering, Ray and Jan are both PS8. TLT'd with Jan, he killed Jan. Can she still use her? But she can't.
Because I was wondering why you didn't shoot it with Ray first to make sure Jan got the ability off.
That would have been smart. Yes. I'm just so used to Jan is going to strip tokens.
Strip tokens.
And then Ray hits that much harder.
All right. Do you have any shout outs you want to make?
I am not sure. Shout out to my friends in Aero Squadron who play at Next Gen, my friends who are in my squadron, which is Garbage Squadron, who also play at Next Gen in LA. And that's about it. Shout out to people who like flying Ray.
Alright, thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much.
We're going to interview Dominic next. See what he has to say about the game. Alrighty. Dominic, how's it going?
Good.
So you're now 4-0, right?
Yes.
That was round 4, so yeah, you're 4-0. How are you feeling?
Pretty good.
So just 1 more win and you're in the cut for sure.
Yep.
Or 2 more okay losses and you're in the cut. You want to talk about your list really quick?
So I really put together my list to counter the expected Fenrau Kanan meta. So the idea is that with Snapshot Ezra, you have this whole ban from range 1 to 2, because I have Tactician on him and Lower. So if I so much as tag the Ghost in that, your PS11 boost is gone. And Lowrick has that this time for those low agility ships, guarantee a crit, and that's just devastating.
And expertise, like always,
And then Poe's the finisher.
Now I was wondering, what made you choose Poe over Miranda, for instance? Because with Poe with Hotshot co-pilot around a lot, I was wondering what made you choose that.
I'm just more comfortable playing Poe, and then Miranda, you kind of don't you don't want to like joust with her unless you pack her full of missiles.
Yeah.
So I kind of wanted to have that flanker to come in and disrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's easier when you have so many things coming at you from all sorts of angles. It's a lot harder to play against that.
Yeah. What were the other 3 lists you played against today?
So the one I had the most trouble with was the double Kamagulas and Dweek.
Okay.
So that guy actually played it perfectly. He got the range 3 double harpoons onto Lorik.
Nice.
But Dweek was out of range. And then next turn he had a range 1 shot on Lorik with one of his Kamagulas. Shot 4 dice with a target lock and whiffed that, and then target locked it, whiffed it again, and then Lorik was able to kill the other Kamogla, and then that was that game.
What was any other interesting matchups you had?
I think. I'm sorry, it's kind of been like.
Oh yeah, I know it. After about 4 rounds, like yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have any shout outs or anything you want to make?
Shout out to the Academy Rejects. That's my squad.
Nice. Where are you guys from?
Ontario.
Ontario. Nice.
Well, we play at Gameology.
Oh, okay. Nice. All right. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully, we'll see you on stream here in the next couple rounds.
Thank you.